Beast, 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 beast. Hey everyone, it's AJ, and today it's Monday, and you know what that means? It's Manga Monday. Yeah. Oh, it's a good day, cause you know how I jinxed myself like a few weeks ago. Well, guess what finally arrived? Yes, tears, but in manga form. We thought this was bad enough. Oh no! We have its sister and it's come to beat you up. I love this series. I love but hate the story. The pain that it brings. Oh, the joys. So, if you haven't been keeping up, basically, the light novel Beast that got brought out like a few years back, well, recently just brought out in English, has now got a manga adaptation, and it's been translated into English. I'm not gonna lie, I'm partially raging at the fact that even though Dead Apple has been put into, like, a manga version, we haven't got that, but we got Beast, which is ongoing right now. Literally, the third volumes just came out in Japan, and oh god, see these covers. Oh, see when 2 and 3 come, it's going to be so glorious. They're going to look so pretty in my collection. But yeah, so we get Beast in English, but we don't get Dead Apple in English. I'm calling bullshit now. But anyway, we at least have one of them. The one that causes the most amount of pain. But literally just talking about the art, can we talk about how beautiful this art style is? Like, oh, it's so pretty, so pretty. So, as you've probably gathered by looking at the cover, we've got a completely different art style. So we have a different artist. So different artist has done the Beast adaptation, while still using the original designs from like the normal like Bungo artist Sango Harakawa. So we have Shiwasu Hoshikiwa is doing art for this, and oh my god, their work is so good. Like, the atmosphere of it is enough, because it's so much like gritty looking, it's not as clean, and oh, so nice, like literally just as we open up the book, right? Like, it's so good. Like, how stunning is this? Oh my god, I just can't get over it. Also, I got a little colored Chuya. I love Chuya in this style. I just love everybody in this style, especially because we've got like the alternative designs as well, but I was like, it's a boy, and then I was like, does I? I just love this. I love this. I would kill to have this like coloured, like every single panel was covered, like coloured. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, honestly, I would love a print of like this art style. Like, yes. Oh my god, see if they do prints. Ruined. My money is gone. Oh, yes. If you're familiar with the light novel, basically the first volume of the manga covers up to page 44 of the light novel. So we go to like here, basically right here. Like, the last page is literally the last line of this. So that much of the light novel, so roughly a quarter. So there might be 4 volumes for the manga. Obviously don't know how quickly they're going. I know there's at least 3. And there was 3 for Dead Apple. So I obviously don't know what they might cut from this like later on, if there's maybe wee scenes that they'll make quicker, or you know, kind of like any other adaptation of anything, what gets cut, like from manga to anime, or like from books to films, it's like what gets cut. who knows until it happens, like until you get to read it all. So I've just realised I can't always assume that everyone knows what Beast is, even though I've made too many videos talking about this, like how I've been waiting for this. So if you're new to here and you're like, what the fuck is this story? Basically, TLDR, Beast is essentially an alternative universe in which Atagawa and Achise basically swap sides. It's like, what happens if Achise went to the Port Mafia and Atagawa went to the ADA? That's basically the kind of premise of it. So, if you remember from the show / the manga, how they find Atagawa is basically take Atagawa and Gin and then go into the Mafia kind of thing. However, in this, Dazai still goes and finds Atagawa basically after like fucking murdering like people. And he doesn't take Atagawa away, but he takes Gin because Atagawa left Gin alone. So it was basically like, well, I'm going to take your sister either way. Fuck you. So then Atagawa spends a million years, spends like 4 years trying to find his sister, trying to find the man in black, as he calls Dazai, because Dazai doesn't introduce himself. It's like, hey, by the way, I'm Dazai. It's like, no. So that's kind of how that comes around. So, but as part of this whole lovely, terrible universe, because it's not happy, it's very sad, Oda, the kind of more kind of critical character of the series, because if it wasn't for Oda, Dazai would not have left the Port Mafia, wouldn't have looked to the light, anything like that. Yeah, so he's not in the Port Mafia, so he's in ADA. So instead of Dazai finding Achise and bringing him into the ADA, it's Oda that brings Atagawa into the ADA. You see how everything changes. So basically, Achise is part of the Port Mafia, is essentially a hitman. Like, he's essentially the dog, apart from obviously he's a tiger, so he's the cat. And he has like terrible, like fearsome reputation and whatnot, is like being like the white demon kind of thing. Kind of like Atagawa is like Diablo, and it's like Hell's Dog and whatnot. I still find that hilarious, but anyway. It's like kind of wee mini synopsis about like what this entails. There's a lot of pain, there's a lot of tears, especially if you really love the Dazai and Oda friendship, like relationship. Like, it hurts so much. And you really hate Dazai in it, but anyway. So basically at the end of this, Achise's given the command to go attack the ADA because, well, Atagawa is really looking for Gin, who is also revealed to still be in the Port Mafia and basically working as Dazai's secretary to a degree. That's the best way to put it. So like I said, that's like the first kind of quarter of the story. Basically this volume kind of gets you like integrated about like how the world is slightly different, like it's not like the characters are completely different from like the normal story, if that makes sense. They're still like, he still acts like Atagawa. He's still like, he isn't like, oh, I'm a happy perfect boy now. He's not like that. He's still like bloody fucking emo. He's still like that, and he's a wee bit very blunt, so he's still that. Whereas actually, like in the Port Mafia, though, like he's a wee bit more ruthless and whatnot, he still has these doubts and he still cares and whatnot, like we know to be. Like, Beast shows, like, even just changing the circumstances, they're still the same people, but it's just what is brought out in them, if that makes sense. That's why I love Beast. Beast is such a good story. But also, like I said, it just brings all the pain and tears. And like, I'm going to be honest, I am not looking forward to the later volumes, but I am at the same time. Mostly because this art style is going to kill me when I get to like the bar scene, like the ending scenes, like Although there is other scenes like I'm actually looking forward to seeing as well. There's a cute wee scene in the light novel that should be, I think, in the second volume, I think. I'm trying to think how far away, but I don't think it's that far after this. So there's a part later on in the story where Adagawa basically has get permission off of everybody in the ADA to go essentially hunt down his sister kind of thing and go after Dazai because he finds out where she is kind of thing. And everyone gives them like a task or something like that they need to complete. It's kind of like a favour or whatever. So Kenji takes them out farming. And I'm just like, oh, I really want to see this because there's like a cute wee panel like in the light novel. Let's see, actually. Where is it? It's just so adorable, and I'm like, oh, it'll be so nice to see this like all drawn out. Where is it? Like, it's just them just chilling, just look at Kenji, just so cute and happy. And, oh, it's just so cute. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to that wee scene. It's just like a wee light of, like a wee ray of sunshine. You know, like kind of how Kenji is. A terrifying ray of sunshine, but that's something different. And I finally got to see the scene with Dazai and Chuya that I've been waiting to see since I've seen it digitally. It's just like this whole page I have been blessed with on the internet. Oh, just this 2 pages just of Chuya goodness. Ah. Gotta love it. So, if you're not really fancying getting the light novel because you maybe just don't have the kind of time to sit down and read, which, honestly, I understand. I have not read a proper book for like 3 years apart from when I got these, like the light novels. It had been a long time, especially because when manga started coming around in my life, it was like, oh, manga. So, yeah, so if you don't want to go out and like get into these, this is honestly solid. Like, it's so good. It gives you like such a detailed like version of what the light novel is. If I remember correctly, there isn't really much that they've skipped as such, or they might have maybe like made the pace a wee bit faster, but you still basically get the gist of the scene and the details and whatnot. So would highly recommend if you want to get into Beast and you're wondering why everyone's been crying, because obviously there isn't like an anime or anything like that, although apparently there's meant to be a live action version. We'll see. I know they're doing, sidetrack for 2 seconds, I know they're doing a stage edition of 15 years, because I've seen the photos of that, and oh my god, Chuya's actor with the short hair. Oh no, like, see, when I see clips of that, it's going to just cry about that as well. But that's another day, because we'll cry at 15 years when the light novel comes in November, if all going well, but we'll see. But yeah, back to this. Highly recommend. You want to get into it, you want to know what Beast is all about. Da-da-da-da. The next volume, I think, if I remember correctly, is due November. I can't remember when my pre-order is. But obviously, anything can change, because obviously this was meant to come like 2 weeks ago. It did not come 2 weeks ago. So, there is that. Obviously, you probably think I'm very biased, because obviously it's Bungo Stray Dogs. I fucking love the series. And, like, I've hyped up Beast so much, so obviously I would like this. I feel like it speaks for itself, because the thing is, if you look at this, right, and you're not interested in picking it up if you know the series, like, there's no hope for you. Like, look how fucking epic it looks. And the other covers are just as amazing. Oh, so good. This is the best kind of Manga Monday, when I just get so hyped over a book. I think the last time I was like super like was like over Spy Family, I think. I can't mind. Especially like fucking flapping this around and almost launching it out of excitement. Hey, so another way Manga Monday done. Not as detailed, but I've went over the story a wee bit better, like in my other video. So this was more of seeing how well it's been adapted from the light novel to like the manga form, and oh god, I love it. It's so good. I'm very happy. Like, I'm also so happy it wasn't delayed too long, because see when I started seeing people's arrived and like others were getting them and looking through them, and I'm just like, but I want mine. Like, it's bad enough. Like, see on TikTok and seeing everyone getting volumes before me. Like, see in America, like sometimes we'll say like volume 4 of something, and they'll have volume 5 when volume 4 comes out here, and I'm just like, that's not fair. But then people were like buying their copies of Beast like almost a month ago, because they just went into like, shit, what's the shop called? Like Barnes and Noble, and then they're getting it, and I'm just like, but my pre-order's not even came. But hey, so there's that. I do have some other Manga Monday things to talk about. You might have noticed that's increased. So I do have some new stuff that's actually kind of scattered all around. Woohoo! So we'll have many more Manga Mondays in the future. But I'm trying to think, will I do later volumes of Beast? If I like when volume 2 arrives? Being honest, I probably will. Mostly just to gush over the artwork and see how we get. And then if it does have the cute wee farm scene, I just be like, look at it! See what I talked about in this video? Yeah, here it is. I kind of get the normal volumes at the moment, even though like I'm up to date at the moment. Actually, I've just realised the latest chapter's out and I've not fucking read it. Guess what I'm doing after this? Oh my god, how did I forget that the chapter came out? Because I feel like it actually came out like yesterday. Shit. Oh god, no, I need to try and find that before I get spoiled on TikTok today. Yeah, I'm not going on TikTok today because that's going to get spoiled for me. No. Right, I need to go find that. Anyway, on that note, I need to get away now. So, I'm AJ, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.